You know, everyone, I did not plan it like this, but we have another character-driven, independent comedy for you today. And this one is an interesting one, and it's Wisconsin, made in Wisconsin. Woohoo! Wisco represent. Yes, we are looking at Sweet Killing Machines, brought to us by director Austin Galante, and I hope I pronounced that right. And here we get the story of Tony Two Toes and Douglas Supreme, two hitmen who rent a hotel the day before they need to take care of a job, namely a senator. And we get to see how they spend their time building up to the job they have to pull off, including some existential discussions, some practical social discussions with a prostitute, interesting situation with an arms dealer who's very chill, and yeah, some familiar locations in the Wisconsin area. Sweet Killing Machines, no, there's not a huge amount to this. Again, just mostly folks trading off dialogue in that, but there is some creative film work in here, namely when we get Tony Two Toes trying some shrooms. Okay, they do some excellent work here conveying that he's tripping out. You know, it involves puppets at one point. And yeah, that part really made me laugh out loud. You know, because with films like this, you're never quite sure where they're going to go. They could either be very boring because it's just people talking, or it could be very interesting. And the way they edit the conversations as well as the dialogue they have, I think keeps you interested. Now, Tony Two Toes is played wonderfully by Matthew Kenner, and I loved his performance in here. This guy who just a professional, he just does his job. He's just, you know, looking at this hit like it's, you know, any other job, like you're going to work to go push some papers or something. The way his attitude and everything, the way he handles things, I think it was really well done. And the fact how he's hardly fazed by anything, especially Douglas Supreme, who's played by Douglas Montoya, when he has a prostitute over and he decides to start, you know, his hour of service, so to speak, with Tony Two Toes right in the room. Very weird. But at the same time, it's all handled so chill that you're just like, okay. And the prostitute they hire, named Sugar Plum, gotta love that name, played by Gina Adulot. She was great in here because you get this dialogue between her and Tony Two Toes that goes on a little bit long, but it was still an interesting discussion. And it's the fact of you realize the context of the situation everything is in is where the humor is added. Velvet is played by the director. He shows up in here near the end of the movie. And an unexpected character. I thought it was just going to be the three, but we get him, and then, yeah, we actually do get to see the senator later on near the climax of the movie. Like, this isn't going to be for everyone. It is just a lot of back and forth, but I think there's some humor to be had, and especially if you're from Wisconsin, you're going to recognize the locations. I have stayed in the hotel that they were holding, they're shooting this film in, though I didn't get the suite, the really nice hotel room where that our two hitmen did, but I still recognized quite a bit of the familiar places where they shot this and appreciated quite a bit that they're shooting this in Madtown. And everybody is into it, and these feel like just fun characters. So if you don't mind talky films that involve conversations with some kind of awkward and unusual situations, I think you'll find some fun in Sweet Killing Machines. I did, and not just because it's from Wisconsin either, but I do recognize this is not going to be that interesting for everyone. So there you have it, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Please help us get to 3,000 subscribers or more before the end of 2024. Only can do that with your help. I thank you for your support, and until next time, as always, keep that ticket stub.